Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the evening of October 19th, 2020. In this video, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Deputy Chief of Staff Drew Hamill just wrote on Twitter that Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi spoke on the phone today at 3 p.m. EST for 53 minutes, narrowing their differences in negotiations for the next round of stimulus. According to Deputy Chief Hamill, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tasked all her committee chairs to reconcile their differences with their GOP counterparts on key areas. According to Deputy Chief Hamill, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is optimistic and hopeful that by the end of the day, on Tuesday, there will be more clarity in terms of identifying whether there is a chance to pass disaster relief funding before Election Day. The two principal negotiators, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, will continue their talks tomorrow, and negotiator staff members will work around the clock. House Democrats held a caucus call today at 2 p.m. The key main differences, again, state and local governments. Republicans want no more than $300 billion for state and local governments, while Democrats want $436 billion for state and local governments. As House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her Democrat colleagues have stated time and time again, it's to prevent layoffs of essential healthcare workers, transportation workers, sanitation workers, police officers, firefighters, teachers. There are also key differences. They have not been able to compromise on the child tax care credit, funding for child care, unemployment benefits, and other issues that, as you know, they're going to be working around the clock to try to meet this deadline and compromise in order to seal a deal for the next round of stimulus. And we'll see the outcome of these negotiations and how everybody is basically putting the fire under everybody's feet to increase the chance that they actually pass this within the next 24 hours or so. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows told reporters today that there are a number of Republicans that have expressed their opposition to the $1.88 trillion offer that the administration has brought to the negotiation for the next round of stimulus. However, he knows that there are Senate Republicans that will support a disaster relief package at the cost of $1.88 trillion. Now, determining whether there are enough votes, there are enough people to muster up the 60 votes needed to pass legislation in the Senate that could be sent to the president's desk so he could sign it into law and disperse these funds. That's up to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. As you very well know, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell told reporters the other day in Kentucky that his members would support a disaster relief package around $500 billion, highly targeted. He is going to force a vote for a $500 billion package calling for more money for the Paycheck Protection Program loans for hospitals, for schools, and business liability protections that, as you very well know, are powered by the Chamber of Commerce that has been pumping millions of dollars in favor of GOP candidates in federal races, while the Trial Lawyers Association is pumping millions of dollars in favor of Democrat candidates in federal races, so Democrats block any business liability protections in the next round of stimulus. Appropriations committees in both the lower and upper chamber of Congress. And there's something funny, by the way, that my son actually told me about that he read on a wall. He stated that if con is the opposite of pro, then what's the opposite of Congress? It's progress. Okay, so yeah, they never get anything done. Anyway, so just wanted to share that quick bit. So appropriations committees in both the lower and upper chamber of commerce are now holding staff level conversations to draft a disaster relief bill. This can be a potentially long and arduous process. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows also told reporters today that the administration has done everything they can to move their number up in order to compromise with Democrats. However, he knows that if past is a prologue, that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will not budge from her $2.2 trillion demand. That said, he wants Americans to know that the administration is doing everything they can to ultimately cut a deal and get them their much needed funds. In other words, as I've been saying time and time again, the monetary ammunition you need to save this country, while House Democrats are blocking anything that they want to do for the next round of stimulus. So you, not them, can save this country. So now is the time to ensure that we hit up the Small Business Committee, Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship at spc.senate.gov and tell them that you want your economic injury disaster loan grant at $10,000. The SBA's full disbursement of the $10,000 economic injury disaster loan grant to all legitimate small business applicants. Also, tweet House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Deputy Chief of Staff Drew Hamill, that's twitter.com, Drew_Hamill, and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin at twitter.com/Steven Mnuchin, the number 1, and let them know I want my EIDL pursuant to S.4227. The legislation and the funding is already packaged. In that bill, let me know what you think. Drop your comments in the comments section below. Watch this video right here for more economic injury disaster loan and stimulus coverage. Click the like button if you like the video. Click the subscribe button to stay on top of my findings, and click the bell notification to stay on top of them when I upload them. May God bless you. May God bless the United States of America and everybody else on this planet. Talk soon.